our final worksheet, and this one is on the principle of art of proportion. So how we are going to change sort of how we zoom in on an object and how that changing in proportion can change our viewpoint. So what we'll be doing is you're going to need an object that in real size could fit inside of here. Now it doesn't need to be super teeny tiny, but something that reasonably fits within your largest of your rectangles. And you're going to be in this square right here. You'll be doing a zoomed in, proportionally zoomed in sketch of a portion of your object so that the zoomed in view almost becomes abstracted. In here, you'll be creating a pattern by zooming out. So it's going to be proportionally very small and make a silhouette pattern in this section. And I'll show you how an easy way to just do a quick grid so that you can lay out silhouettes in an even manner when you're doing a pattern. And then in this section right here, you have the freedom to choose any kind of art style that you want. And you're going to replicate that object on a 1-to-1 scale, proportionally the same as the object actually is in an art style you're choosing. I will be showing you a variety of different techniques to do that. And these techniques, because they may require some materials that we haven't required for this class, but those I'm going to show you on some different sheets of paper. I'll show you a variety of both styles and techniques that you can use. And these are going to be because they're different materials, like marker I'm going to do on mixed media paper, any kind of watercolors or aquarellable pencil. So aquarellable just means mixable with water. I'll do on watercolor paper, except for this one, I'm going to show you some interesting properties of Yupo paper, which is a very translucent, plasticky paper. If you want to know more about any of these materials, I do have a brief introduction in our materials lecture, where I talk briefly about some of them, especially the watercolor materials and the markers. So if you're interested in how those work, go back and watch that materials video. Otherwise, I'm just going to list each time I start a new page, I'll list the materials that are used on that particular sheet of paper. So we'll go ahead and get started by doing our zoomed in view right here, proportionally quite close in. And what I'll do is I'll do an underdrawing in graphite pencil. I'll go over it in ink, and then I'll fill it in with colored pencil. All right, and then now that you've done in that zoomed and proportional view, I'm going to do a very quick layout of a grid. I'm just going to use a ruler. Any kind of straight edge will do. So in this case, all I'm going to do is plot out a diagonal grid, and then everywhere there's an intersection on that grid is where I can put a small silhouette of, in my case, a tape measure along that to create a pattern. right, and now you can see we have our zoomed in view, we have our zoomed out silhouette view. You are free to stylize this in any way that you see fit. So you can say the stylization of a tape dispenser and the tape coming out of it. And then in this one, that's where you'll choose the art style of your preference. I'm just going to go through now and do a couple examples for you. You decide whatever materials or style you wish to do.